there's people that will say, okay, there's risks. With anything that's a natural supplement, with anything, period, there's risks. Now, keeping that in mind will help you have the best experience with Kratom or any of the other botanicals that Tea Time Botanical sells on our website. The key thing is you have to know your body. You have to be aware of what your system can handle, what it can't handle, what you might be more sensitive to, or how you would react to something. There are people that are very sensitive to caffeine, so Kratom might not be the best option. Definitely a white strain wouldn't be, because if you are the type of person that's more sensitive to caffeine, there are active ingredients that might react badly, that might connect to those part of the receptors in your body that would not mix well with you. So it's always good to start out slow. Now, even then, there's going to be people saying, no, it causes hair loss, it causes kidney problems, it causes liver, whatever. There's risks to anything that you take, especially if you take it a lot. So what we're noticing throughout research is people that have been on Kratom for several years are starting to have the same side effects that people that have been taking Advil every day for several years are having. And the reason to that is because Kratom is an anti-inflammatory. It's just like Advil, but nature's version of the chemical version of a painkiller like Tylenol and Advil. And if you take Advil for many, many years consistently, you'll start to get similar issues like hair loss, liver issues. Kratom is no different from anything else. There are risks to everything, and a lot of people forget that. The properties that are in Kratom are very similar to the properties that are in many other things that we do and that we take. People also have a tendency of mixing things. So let's say you're taking Kratom strictly for the recreational purpose. You've heard it does great wonders for euphoria or whatever. So you're just looking for the next high. You're probably not going to have an overall positive experience with Kratom. You're first going to be very disappointed because it just doesn't compare to drugs, hard drugs, not even marijuana. You get actually definitely high with marijuana. Not so much the equivalent of Kratom. And then you just want to chase it further, mix it with something else. You might accidentally drink alcohol on top of it, and that's when bad things will happen, and that's when it hits the news. Oh, person that took Kratom passed away, or person that took Kratom, blah, blah, blah. There's always fine print to those stories, whether they had something else in their system, which is most of the time, 90% of the cases, or they didn't really listen to the advice and knowing what their body can handle. They might be more sensitive to things that other people, the majority, might not be sensitive to. And I'll always say everything in moderation is key. You can abuse anything. Anything can become an addiction. More so if you have an addictive personality, and there's people that do, and it's hard for those people. They latch on to something that they find comfort or relief in, and that's not bad. They just need to have more self-control than the average person. You also will get constipated with Kratom. You tend to get constipated, so you need to increase your fiber. You get dehydrated, so you need to increase your water. These are all little things that you need to be aware of that are real, true, and accurate, and not going to sugarcoat it. We're not going to say Kratom's perfect, so you're wrong. I'm not that kind of Kratom consumer. I tell the truth about it. Anything can become an issue. Know what you're taking, know your body. Anything could have side effects, but so does everything. So again, some of us willingly choose to consume something that has a side effect that we're okay to put up with, and that's fine. Just don't demonize something that you don't want to put up with, even though you'd happily deal with the side effects of antidepressants that cause weight gain or throwing up or blah, 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 but you willingly continue those. Kratom might have side effects as well, but you want to demonize it because it has side effects. A lot of things have side effects. So pick your battles, pick your demons, that kind of thing. But definitely be aware that it's not perfect, and these are the dangers of Kratom, the possible side effects of Kratom to be very much aware of, because I want nothing but the best for those that try this awesome, wonderful tree, because it does wonders. So I recommend starting out a little and increasing from there to find that sweet spot that does the job just right for your unique self.